Hustler. All right, coming up on our mini rod or our turnover class here. Dwayne Feister on the cock shut, one piece at a time. You've heard that name several times tonight. He has been a busy fella running from one end of this track to the other. He'll be up right after this. Light Super, we're ready to rock and roll. Light Super stocks. Get back. The Hustler. Give that man a round of applause. He hung in there and went for a wild ride. Looked a little light on the nose in this announcer's opinion, so he may not keep that hook. But man, is he having a good time tonight. Give Dennis Beck a round of applause. Good night. Here we go, Dwayne Feister, watching your time. Good pull for Dwayne. Not going to quite get it done here tonight. We'll get just a second. 296.44, 296.44 for Dennis Beck and the Hustler. He's going to make that decision. He's going to keep it. He's going to burn it down and come back. All right, Dwayne Feister, this is the 277 and 39. 277, 39. So our winner Bob Pontier on the Farmall Hill was our winner. We're going to move into our Outlaw Pro Stock 4x4 class on this slide. You see him moving the sled around. If you see the man down there holding the cone, each of these drivers can set the sled wherever they want. They set that cone down, the sled will back up to the cone. They can position it anywhere they want, left to right on that track. We are going to get things set up, and we will be rocking and rolling with some big block pro stock 4-wheel drive pulling action. $296.44, the mark to be $296.44 on the grandstand side, on the spectator side. Dennis Beck. All right, he dropped the hook. I assumed that he would. So he turned it down. He'll be back in the number 6 position as the option puller. I'm guessing Josh, you might put some weight from one end of that tractor to the other. The Hustler, after that pass, when he comes back for his option hook, I'm guessing it might be a little heavier on the front the next time around. I tell you what, that tractor, it hustled, it shimmied, it shook, it walked the dog, it did everything but lay down a smooth, straight pass. I guarantee you he's going to be trying to improve on that run. Looking at Alan Ulmer, for Mark Ulmer. There's so many Ulmers for pulling him. It's okay to get a mixed up every once in a while. Mark Ulmer, 2020 point champion of this tractor in Illinois. Out of Meadow, South Dakota. This one's burning alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see a mixture of alcohol and diesel in this light super stock division. They must run a tractor, transmission, and rear end. No component rear ends in this light super stock division. 2020 point champ, Mark Homer, Illinois. Oh, buddy, look at that. Nice hook for Mark Homer. Got to walking just like get us back at the Hustler tractor. They get to bounce it from one tire to the other, back and forth. As they meant it would say they were walking and talking, and Mark Homer was doing just that with Illinois. I tell you what, those Homer tractors are definitely tough running machines. Every time they show up, they have got a shot at taking it home with them. 3:26.2, setting the bar high for the rest of the class. Your 8 points champ. 3:26.2. Going to be a tough one to beat. All right, we're looking to get our first pro stock out here. It's going to be the Ford of Marty Selman. Comes out of Garden City, Missouri. He calls the truck Rat Trap. It's a Ford, so he may be trying to get it started. I'm not real sure. We got any Ford fans out here tonight? All right, Marty coming out with the Rat Trap Ford. This class here, big blocks, 485 cubic inch limit. The engine must match the sheet metal. If you see a Ford truck, it's got a Ford engine in it. If you see a Chevy, it's got a Chevrolet engine, so on and so forth. You won't see a lot of Dodges in this class because of the disadvantage. The block they have to start with is the 440 or the big blocks that the Chevys and the Ford have. But it is a real fun class to watch. They will wind these things up and do their level-headedness to blow them up before it's all said and done. Just want to point something out. You look at the location of the sled, where Marty is taking off there. He spotted the sled over there on the far left side. The pullers have that option. They can have the sled spotted wherever they would like in between the chalk boundaries of the track. Marty obviously walked the track, likes that far left side. He is the first puller, the option puller. We have any Ford fans here tonight? Ford people, make some noise. I think he wanted to pull on that other track. He was boundary on that left side. I am telling you what, you see the rear wheels of that sled spinning like that, that means they got it hooked up and hauled. Wait to get a distance on Marty, 3:18.06 for Marty Selman, 3:18.06 for the Rat Trap Ford. Yeah, he was having that consultation there with the 300-foot flagman right now, whether or not to keep that up. You'll shut it off and talk about it for a minute here. They have to make this decision before they leave the track. The decision has to be made before the vehicle is moved off the track, whether he is going to keep the hook or turn it down and come back. Ryan Boyce, Ottawa, Iowa, John Deere calls it under construction. All right, now you pull back on the throttle. He did not break the 100-foot mark. You see the 100-foot marker over there. Every puller has that 100-foot to decide whether or not they want to keep going or not. If they can pull back on the throttle before the 100-foot mark, we'll back them up and give them one more shot. Now, this tractor, I saw it in the shop back in December, and it was in multiple pieces scattered around the shop where I saw it. As is a lot of the tractors and the trucks you'll see on here tonight. They get torn down quite a bit over the winter months. All right, we just got the word that Marty Selman went 3:18.06 and turned it down. He thinks he can do better. He's going to come back number 6. He's gambling the track's going to come to him a little bit, work some moisture up, come back and see what he can do. So we're going to write that distance out to the side, and we'll compare to see if he makes it better or worse.
Yeah, I tell you what he's thinking right now. The pro stock four-wheel drive class, they run on DOT tires. These tires are tires that they would buy at a tire shop. They cannot modify them anyway. They can't cut on them or anything. They have to be exactly as they came out of the mold from the tire manufacturer. But this pro stock four-wheel drive class is well known for what we call building a road. The track will get better at a night full. The track will get better. When the sun is out and it's dry in the track, that's not always the case. The track will sometimes get worse as we go on. But I'm sure Marty's looking, there's already a little bit of shade on that track. And he's thinking, you know what, I got to drop 6 spots. This track might get a little better, and I know there's some serious heavy hitters behind me in the staging areas ready to come after me. So let's just do this again. So he turned that pull down. Now that pull is gone. It's deleted. He can't change his mind at this point. The next pull he makes as the option puller is the one he has to keep. I want to thank Case IH, a global leader in agricultural equipment, with a network of dealers and distributors committed to working with their customers, providing agricultural equipment, flexible financial services, providing the most powerful and reliable equipment to meet today's agricultural challenges. If you're looking for a new tractor, a new piece of agricultural equipment, visit CaseIH.com or visit your local Case IH dealer.
All right, we got Ryan pulled back to the start line here. He's going to work things over. Look at it, try this again. He had a couple problems with this tractor at the end of last year. I believe the last pass he laid down the track was in Mexico, Missouri. And if I'm not mistaken, he come apart on him about 150 foot. So he may still be dealing with that issue. We'll see what he can get going here. Coming out next on the four-wheel drive side, we got Bronson Gibbons out of Riverdale, Nebraska, with the Raz Ford. Another one of these Ford big blocks. Getting down here, getting hooked up, see what he can do. Everybody's going to have to be shooting down that 308 feet mark that Arnie threw away. They all know that he went that far, threw it away. Going to come back, think he can better himself. Because they all know they're going to have to really stretch it out here. Give it all they got. We got green on the track. Here we go.
Whereas it has a lot of RPM, but not as much tire speed as we go with a rat trap for.
Little 79 Ford Bronco was working his tail end off there. He just never could get it hooked to the track.
Ryan Boyce has got to make it count this time. Under construction. 253.14 for Rams pass. 253.14. Give Ryan Boyce a round of applause. First look for that tractor after getting back together after the long winter. Not in the cards for him tonight.
All right, next out on our Pro 4-wheel drive class, we've got Chad Mears in the bad news out of St. Joe, Missouri. Really, really sharp son of Chevrolet here. He'll get her back in there and see what he can do with the big sled. They seem to be having some problems out to about 200 foot, getting everything hooked in and working for them. So we are going to see what the bad news truck can do. This thing used to be a a super modified four-wheel drive with a stretched out wheelbase and a blown motor. They took it to this pro stock class a long time ago. They've been doing a lot of good with it.
Pretty tough running Chevrolet right here. Interesting thing about this pro stock four-wheel drive, they, of course, I think Josh mentioned earlier, they run on gasoline. Q16, 116 octane BT racing fuel is run in these pro stock four-wheel drives. The RPM that they turn is phenomenal. These guys will turn up to, and some will turn over.
People always ask me what app I use to make my videos, and the truth is, it's so easy, it's almost embarrassing.
Here we go. Oh! All right, the revolution machine had some issues there. Right there.
Let me know if you can hear me. I am Jason Schultz. I'm not Ron Stone. Ron's been texting me. He's having some connectivity issues. But I've never had 1,200 people watch a live before, not since I started lives like 5 or 6 years ago. So that's exciting. So what I want you to do is let me know if you can hear me, because that way I know I can keep talking. Could do a little bit of chatting here tonight. So please, Betty Galt, watch every Tuesday night from Richmond, Virginia. Thank you, Betsy. We appreciate that very much. But can somebody give me a comment if they can hear me okay? I'd appreciate that. A little thumbs up or something simple as that. Yes, thank you, Russ. Okay, so I help with the Outlaw Facebook page. I help with a lot of Facebook pages. Obviously, I started the Beer Money Polling Team page with the help of my friends, and we still got that rocking and rolling. But I also help with the Outlaw page as well. I poll with them. Hey, Lisa, thank you. Williams, thank you. I have been asking you and all the admins who help with these Facebook pages to start asking more questions, especially during the off season, to engage with your audience. And the Outlaw page is no different. And I encourage all of you that are doing that to do that as well. So we would have a little bit of fun, like question of the day. Would you rather have a 1206 or a 1466? What makes polling great? Now, the reason I want to highlight these is because I want you to take a peek at some of these answers. And then as a promoter or as a puller or as a sponsor or as a fair or whatever, read through these comments and you might find some gems in there to maybe make your event, your association, your team a little bit better. But, agricultural roots, it's one of the last traveling thrill shows. The people, an organized event keeps them hooking. The polling family, the people, fans, announcers, a lot of different stuff like that. So jump on these pages and read through these comments. It's really good stuff. who is the title sponsor of the Outlaws for 2022? It is Case IH. I just wanted to do that to make sure that everybody knows that Case IH is the title sponsor of the Outlaws, because if you don't know that, then we're not doing a good enough job letting you know that that's the title sponsor of the Outlaws for 2022. So Tom Byers says Claypole Nursery. That's obviously some fun there. And of course, Roos got involved and Tom Byers. So that makes it fun. But Case IH, yep. Who got it right? Josh Atterbury, Tammy Hunick, Delton said Case IH and Schaefer. So yeah, I mean, that's the point. That's why I'm trying to do some of this stuff to get that going there. Do you subscribe to outlawpulling.tv? Obviously, that's where some of that video came from that you were just watching. Speaking of Outlaw Pulling TV right there, you know, it's our interview last week with Burgundy Freeze. Here is a Case IH, you know, spot. Interact with these Facebook pages, guys. Please. Hey, thanks, Robbie. Please comment, like, and share. Love whatever a post. Share it. That's how this stuff gets going. That's how the algorithms work. And we need you, whether you're on the Outlaw page or any pulling page, comment on it if you like it. Share it. That's why we ask a lot of questions, because that's good for the algorithms like that. So here's some YouTube video from Wisner. I'm going to pop this up here now. We'll enjoy that because I'm waiting for Ron to jump on, because Ron has our guest
Find your
lined up
next
tonight. I just kind of
customer
run
with
this from the
Facebook
back
ads.
office.
Reach more
Skip the ad
people.
and we'll watch some more videos. So this is from Wisner. Let's pass it. Hey, Mark. Redline Fever made a big splash at Wisner this year. Here's Hoffman's last one standing. That'll be at the Polish Championship, May 13th and 14th in Nashville, Illinois. If any of you have any good Outlaw YouTube videos or whatever, please send them to us the page. I'll get those shared around for you. I love seeing everybody's different take on these events. This is a really cool video. That's his little brother. Starting up the bull wagon. There's Redline Fever. That's the best sound in the world. He's so super stock. This appears to be Wisner, Nebraska again. I think the modified class. Again, I'm just blowing through YouTube, typing in Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling. Next I can. Mr. Martinez, I believe. Jeremy's watching from Burstford, South Dakota. Is it snowing there, Jeremy? Russ said, you need to peek in Ron's window and tell him to get his internet fixed.
On the river branch. Setting number 3 in the Outlaw points. There it is. Donald Nelson. The Texas goal winner. Oso Negro. James here.
We're Carvana, a company who invented car distinguishing car 100% online, now created a brand new way to sell your car.
You can hear the sound from the video camera. It's going to be awesome. Stuff there now. I got bringing up Diesel Supers next. This is from Thurston Polling Photos. This is Rock Valley, Iowa. This is the summer of COVID 2020, I believe this video is from. And there's like some of the best Diesel Supers in the country were in Rock Valley this weekend. So sit back, listen to 3 and 4 turbo spool, and put a little smile on your face. Mr. Goodwin, Matt Goodwin, the Intimidator, Farnhamville, Iowa. I should be smoking hot deer. Got Tabitha driving, or Jeff, I'm not sure. Tabitha usually drives it lately. Is this the Bone Twister? Look at how high that smoke goes. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm gonna bring more.
Back in cabin side, failure, ladies and gentlemen, the bottom end of the next issue is already out there on track. At the end of the back door, following the Outlawed chapter, the right had a good MC intended for that BG leader flag. It was out there with the outlier fire. It was on all lanes.
Watch out. Yeah, I saw it. It did look fucked up until
Oh, Colton sitting on top of the turbocharged engine. As I said earlier, you go.
Stream 85 plus channels and save up to $500 a year with YouTube TV. Try it free.
You'll see everything in this class. Allison's VA.
It's the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Series. Let's get it started in limited pro stock tractors. This is Tim LOTTMAN. He drives Farmers FOREPLAY.
Limited pro stock, heavier weight, 9,500 pounds, 4-1 class is what it's known nationwide. Starting off with one of the top runners. Oh, man, straight and true front end, up, run, and gun. You couldn't start it off with a better one. The tractor's for sale, and it's a good one, $338.96.
Well, not really a surprise here because Tim LOTTMAN runs really well about every place he goes.
Yeah, and the tractor being for sale just means that you're going to get a good one. He's wanting to move up in the pro stock ranks. But in this show, the boys got to beat that class, and it's going to be hard to do.
In the heart of the Midwest, there's a band of modern-day marauders. Mounted atop their beasts, they line up to throw down. They are outlaws.
Well, here in Wisner, Nebraska, we've got a lot of work to do today, so we'll speed it up for you. Welcome to Thunder by the River. I'm Claude Wood, along with Dave Bennett and Rick Carlson. Our class today will be limited pro stock and the light limited modifieds coming up later. Pulling next will be TONYA JANKE. She's the wife of Craig, who happens to be the past points champion.
Sitting on top of a good tractor, this lady started driving this year and is making herself known as one of the top drivers. Front end up in the air, putting all the weight on the rear end, spinning and grinning. Whoa, look out. Bad deal, bad deal. Don't get in the way of that tire. It will hurt you. That's a lot of weight that you don't want to get in front of. You just try to knock it over, get it out of the way, and be sure it don't hit nobody else. Claude, that's a bad deal. Broken axle is what happened. And the thing to make note of right here, you can see that axle broke, spun off the rear end right there. No fault of hers, but keep in mind, all the safety equipment worked.
Yeah, Dave, as we go to the replay, this looks like a really good run. When she starts, wheels not up in the air very much, and it's going well.
No fault of hers, just an item that broke. Let's go down to Rick Carlson, and I bet she is going to be really tore up.
Tonya, that's not how we wanted to visit.
It's not. Was not the bang that I was going to expect, for one.
Just kind of a snap and roll away.
Yeah, I heard a little whir, like something back there, and then everything went all the heck, and there was a wheel passing me by. So, yeah, that wasn't what I wanted to do today, but it's fixable. So, I don't know if it's going to be fixed today, but.
How are you?
I'm little shaky, but I'm okay.
Our next puller is Rodney Davison driving Red Iron. And this tractor used to run the Super Farm tractor. A lot involved there in changing.
A lot more horsepower, bigger turbo and such as that. That was one of our top Super Farm tractors. Now he's trying to gain the #1 spot in the limited pro world. The motor went down, tried too tall of a gear, I'd say. 270 feet, .93, just flat run out of ponies.
Well, we'll keep it red. This is Roger LIERMANN running on red. Roger is a farmer and excavation estimator.
Man pulls NTPA, he pulls Excalibur. Now he's come over to the Outlaw ranks, trying to put the running on red tractor up in the #1 spot with them. A lot of professionalism here. Going down to the big end. The flagman having to walk towards him, not a good sign, means you only go the distance of 3:03.20.
And that'll bring up Todd Davidson out of Osceola, Nebraska. His tractor is called High Velocity Legacy Edition.
AGCO Tractor, another one of the guys you don't see just a whole lot of this brand in this class is coming on stronger. And, of course, the man's going to have a dealership with AGCO. Better be running an AGCO Tractor. Good shot inside the screen. Motor didn't give up. Good run. A little short on distance, 294 and 39.
All business is Steve Shackelford's tractor. He is a full-time farmer.
Full-time's a light word for it because these boys have taken on a lot of land this year. Finding time to go pulling is hard to do, but when it comes time for Wisner, you'll make time. Look out, sling that sled over to the right side. Man made a U-turn. That cost you a lot of distance when it does that. 298 and 59 is not going to help him out a bit.
And our first check of the leaderboard shows our first puller, Tim LOTTMAN, on Farmers Foreplay. He holds the #1 spot. Stay with us when we come back. After the break, Joe Moriondo. Get ready to pull.
The Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Series is being brought to you by VP Racing, Macon Power, Extreme Performance and Tire Cutting, a cut above the rest, Trailer Legs, keep your tires strong, and the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Association, Thunder in the Dirt.
Welcome back to Thunder by the River from Wisner, Nebraska. It's the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Series. Well, here comes Joe Moriondo. No green, no glory. And Dave, lots of weights on the front. It doesn't matter how many, but how much they weigh.
How much they weigh, because them ain't all real weights. Some of them's there for kind of a show deal. Good run going by Joe. Kind of burned it in right there. 308 and 13. That's going to move him into second place. I think he had different plans for that, Bob.
Starting an online store is easier than you think. Let me show you how to quickly open one with Shopify.
I believe so. The mark to beat, 338.96. Now, Joe set up right in the middle of the track, maybe wheels up just a little too far.
Maybe so. I'm kind of wondering about the gear that he run. Let's go down to Rick Carlson.
Joe, the tongue was hanging out a little bit there at the end.
Yeah, we tried a bigger gear than we've ever tried before. We figured, you know, we're at Wisner, why not?
Heartbreaker 2. This tractor is driven by Thomas Thies. Thomas is out of Minden, Nebraska.
Little bit of a jerk on the starting line right there. Very aggressive on the clutch. You seen in that beginning shot right there where he put on the horse collar. You cannot say enough on the safety of this sport. Like a while ago when the tire come off on Tonya's tractor, the roll cage kept it from falling on her. Safety is a must. Thomas Thies goes 294 and 81.
That'll bring up Brent Paddock out of Mound City, Kansas. Brent started pulling in 2014. He got a new tractor in 2015.
Hey, this guy is on the ball. He also is on the fair board in Mound City. He helped produce the Outlaw Truck and Tractor.